Welcome to Fabulous Chef. So in today's video, let's make a delicious South Indian gravy. I'm going to make a gravy with black-eyed peas. So it's a really delicious and healthy recipe. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. So without further delay, let's get started and see the ingredients for this recipe.
Today I've taken about 1 cup of black-eyed peas. Let's soak it overnight, and next morning let's boil it in a pressure cooker for about 5 whistles. Always add sufficient salt in the water while boiling. We need 1 large onion which is sliced. We need a few curry leaves, 2 tomatoes which is finely chopped, and half a bottle gourd. We need about 1 teaspoon of chili powder and 3 teaspoons of coriander powder. This gives a nice flavor to the gravy. We need about half a coconut which is grated. We need about half a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a teaspoon of Urad. Now let's peel and cut the bottle gourd into cubes, and we also need a small piece of tamarind.
So all the ingredients for our recipe is ready. Let's get started and see how to make this recipe.
Now let's take a pan. When the pan is nice and hot, let's add about 3 tablespoons of oil into the oil. Let's add about half a teaspoon of urad and half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Now let's add the chopped onions. Give it a quick mix. Now let's add a few curry leaves. Now let's stir fry the onions for about 2 minutes. Now let's add the chopped tomatoes. Today I've taken about 2 tomatoes which is chopped. At this stage, let's add about half a teaspoon of salt. Mix everything thoroughly. Now let's add about half a cup of water. This helps the tomatoes to cook nice and mushy. Now you can see that the tomatoes are nice and mushy and soft. So at this stage, let's add about 1 teaspoon of chili powder and 3 teaspoons of coriander powder. The coriander powder gives a nice flavor to this gravy. And mix everything thoroughly. Now let's add the chopped bottle gourd and give it a quick mix. Now let's take the black-eyed peas which we have boiled in a pressure cooker. Do not discard the water. We need the water because it contains a lot of nutrients. Now let's transfer the black-eyed peas and the water into the gravy. Mix everything thoroughly. Now you can add any salt or chili powder if necessary. Now let's close the pan with a lid and allow it to cook for about 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, let's check the bottle gourd. You can see that the bottle gourd is still a little firm. So let's cook it for another 10 minutes. Now at this stage, let's take the coconut and grind it into a fine paste. You can add a little water and grind it into a fine paste. So this is the consistency that we are looking for. Now let's take some tamarind and extract the water and keep it aside. Now let's check our gravy. You can see that the bottle gourd is well cooked. So at this stage, let's add a little tamarind water. I've taken about 1 lime size of tamarind and extracted the water. The measurement of the tamarind is up to you. You can alter according to your taste. So finally, let's add the coconut paste into the gravy. This makes the gravy nice and thick and creamy. Now let's mix everything thoroughly. So at this stage, let's check the salt, chili powder and the tamarind water and add if any necessary. This gravy goes very well with rice, idli or dosa, or even with chapati. So let it boil for about 10 minutes. When the gravy is nice and thick, let's switch off the flame and our gravy is absolutely ready to be served. So that's it friends, our delicious black-eyed peas gravy is absolutely ready.
Okay friends, our delicious and tasty South Indian gravy is absolutely ready. It is also very healthy. So do try this delicious recipe and let me know your comments. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. So we'll see you all soon with another interesting recipe.